Hey guys, hello from Nuremberg. We have an update for you today. Going to be sitting with Caleb, who is working with a team who is responsible for accommodating and hosting all the people coming from Ukraine that we're housing here in Nuremberg. So Caleb, thanks for joining this conversation today. And so just asking some questions to share a little bit more with you guys as to what we're up to, what's going on, and also continuing to share what you can be doing to be involved in helping. And so Caleb, from the last I heard, there are 40 people currently accommodated here at YWAM Nuremberg.
Yep.
So with all that going on, what does your day typically look like? What does that mean to have 40 people living here?
Pure chaos. No, it's not. It's fun. Honestly, it's really enjoyable. I love interacting with people, and so it's fun. I generally will go back and help fix things with 40 people using, one water kettle, for example. I'll run back and kind of help out with things like that, and just kind of help people with their city registration documents, and just kind of all things settling into a new place. Yep.
I heard buying washing machines, another washing machine, getting cleaning supplies, water cookers, all those sorts of things.
All these things that I've never done before, so it's fun.
And then how many kids do we have in the back?
Yeah, we have around 15.
15 kids, mostly mom, women. There's a few guys as well, but it's definitely a mix, but a lot of kids with energy. And luckily, the sun is shining, spring is coming, but you can just feel it. Sometimes the energy gets penned up a lot and the kids need to move, and the facilities here are definitely full.
Oh yeah,
it's a good time.
Full and loud, it's good.
It's a good time for spring to be arriving. And so, as you said, we have 40 people. The first thing that we communicated as YWAM Nuremberg, we said we would have 12 beds available for people. Somehow that turned into 40. So 12 to 40 is quite a difference.
Big jump.
How did that happen? What changed?
Yeah. So I think the whole kind of migration, I guess you'd call it, kind of happened in stages. So it first happened where the war started and people kind of trickled out, I would say. It was still a lot of people, but kind of were in Poland, and then some people were kind of going out west, but they didn't really know how long this was going to happen for, so they tried to stay really close. And so we did at the time only have a few people really coming to Germany, and so at the time there just wasn't really a need for many beds. But then, as you guys all know from the news, things escalated really quickly, and some of those bordering countries got maxed out, and so then people did start moving further west. And so a couple weeks ago we just got phone call after phone call from the city asking if we had beds, and finally the number was thrown out hey, we have 1,500 people coming, and we have no way to house them. And we're even asked would you be willing to set mattresses out on the floor? We decided that we would try to host as many people as we could, give people a place to stay.
So it's definitely full. It's more people than we've ever had. Staying in the YWAM spaces for this amount of time as well. I think right now every mattress we have is currently
and then some
being used. We've built up more bunk beds than we would typically. I think also we gave away all the rest of our mattresses. So literally we have not one single extra mattress kicking around. We have guests and volunteers coming, and this morning everyone was asking for extra sleeping mats that they can sleep on while they're here for a few days, because we literally don't have a single extra mattress. And so as it's uncertain what's going to happen tomorrow with the war, how long it's going to go for, what would you say to somebody who is thinking about, I have a space to open up. Should I open up my home? Is there even a need? How would you respond to someone thinking about hosting or opening up their home to someone?
I would say first try to find out if there's a need, of course. And if there is one, pray about it and see if you have a space that would be suitable. I would kind of just want to encourage you just to say that so far every person that we've housed, for the most part, we've actually had the opportunity to talk with them before we were able to actually fully kind of commit to having them come and live with us. So we were able to get to know them and kind of see who they are. And then on top of that, every single person who I've encountered who has come and stayed with us has been very friendly, been super helpful, and just super thankful, and just really pleasant people. So you don't have to be worried about that, I would say.
Yeah, and as you and the team are spending hours every day working, hanging out, spending time together with our friends from Ukraine. You know, how would you share at this moment where things are at now, what does it look like to be praying for people who are impacted by the ongoing war?
Yeah, totally. I think that's one of the most important things that any of us could be doing at this moment. One of the things real practically would be just people here are pretty stressed. A lot of them, I guess, it's such a time of uncertainty. They have no idea how much longer the war is going to be going on for, how much time they're going to be outside of their home, how much time they're going to be separated from their family. There's a lot of moms who are separated from their husbands because the husbands have to stay back in Ukraine. They don't know what schooling is going to look like for their kids, what finances are going to look like. They're in a new country with a new language that they don't know. So there's a lot of stress. Yeah. So just prayer for peace in the midst of that would be absolutely huge.
That's good.
Yeah.
And beyond praying, what can people continue to do?
Yeah, I mean, again, like I said, there's a lot of families, and donating is one of the most important things you can do. Donating clothing for women and children as well, hygiene products like diapers, things of the sort. We're coming into new season, coming out of winter, going into spring and summer, and so I don't think any of our friends from Ukraine brought the appropriate clothes for that season. And so even simple things like that, donating those things would be really helpful.
Yeah, that's good. A lot of the clothing that has been donated here in Nuremberg, it actually stays here in Nuremberg. All the food and medicine and those sorts of things we send in boxes to the border regions and into Ukraine, but the clothes actually stays here, and we have this free type of shop. We call it a shop, but it's all free for our Ukrainian friends, where they can come and get the things that they need, because most people left the country with maybe a small bag or nothing, and oftentimes people are just looking in need of basic clothing items. So we have actually those things here that people can come and get, but it's still needed. So continue to be giving, donating food. We're raising money as well to be able to fill boxes with food, send it to the border, but as well raising finances to continue to be able to fund the projects we have running. Thanks, Caleb, for sharing. Be sure to check out links down in the description. We'll have more information of ways in which you can get involved, be praying, all those great things. And again, thank you guys for your support, for your financial generosity, for giving, and also for your prayers. It means a ton, and it's impacting people's lives.